Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss with you the summary of the chapter Nature and Significance of Management. This is your chapter number 1 of Business Studies. So basically there are two main topics which are there in this chapter. One is management and one is coordination. Under management, topics which are there, if you can see, first one is meaning. And under meaning, you should know that there are three elements of meaning of management: efficiency, effectiveness, and the process. And when you talk of process, this basically include 5 functions of management which are there, which a manager has to follow to achieve the organizational objectives efficiently and effectively. So these are the 3 sub parts of meaning. Now we'll come to features. It can be characteristics also. So under features there are 7 points, and these are the 7 features of management: goal oriented, all pervasive, intangible force, dynamic, continuous process, group activity, and the 7th one is multi-dimensional. The another name for this particular feature can be multifaceted, or management is a complex activity, and it is further subdivided into 3 parts, that is management of work, management of people, and management of operations. Now you need to remember in this chapter, features are separate and nature is separate. So in features we have done 7 points. In nature there are 3 points: management as an art, management as a science, and management as a profession. For management as an art, there are 3 features which you need to remember, and there is an acronym which we have made, EPB. English Pre-Board. So if you remember this acronym, you'll be able to remember 3 features of management as an art. First, for E, it is existence of theoretical knowledge. P, personalized application. And B, based on practice and creativity. Now we'll come to management as a science. The acronym which is there to remember the points is PSU, Public Sector Undertaking. Here P means principles based on experimentation, S is systematic body of knowledge, and U is universal validity. Now let us come to management as a profession. Again we have made one acronym so that you can remember the points of management as a profession. So CURP, Sue Red Pant. Okay, so here S is service motive, E is ethical code of conduct, W is well-defined body of knowledge, R is restricted entry, and P is professional association. Now we'll come to levels. Under levels there are 3 levels: top level, middle level management, and lower level. There can be another name for lower level, which can be supervisory level or first line managers or operational level. Now the 2 points which are left is importance and objective. I will first start with objectives. So there are 3 points of objectives of management: organizational or economic objectives, social objective, and personal objectives. When you talk of organizational or economic objectives, they are further subdivided into survival, profit, and growth. And when you talk of personal objective, it involves fulfilling the needs of employees, such as their financial needs, social need, higher level needs, etc. Now let us come to the importance of management And why I did this topic after objective is because from the objective itself you can find out few points which are linked with importance. So if you can see, there are 5 points of importance, and out of these 5 points you can easily take out 3 points from objective itself. For example, it is helps in achieving group goals, so it can be linked with organizational objectives. Then it helps in achieving personal objective. You can see it can be linked with the personal objectives. It helps in development of society. It can be linked with social objectives. So the 3 points of importance can be taken from the objectives. The 2 other points of importance is management increases efficiency and it creates a dynamic environment. So these are the 5 points of importance. Now let us come to the next topic, that is coordination. Again, a very important topic of this chapter. So under coordination there are 3 subtopics. Please see here features and nature is one and the same thing. But please remember, for management, features were different. These were the features, 7 points, whereas nature was different. But if you talk of coordination, please remember features and natures is one and the same thing. Features, natures, characteristics. So there are 6 points. It integrates group effort, ensures unity of action. It is a continuous process. It is a responsibility of every manager. It is all pervasive and it is deliberate function. Now comes importance or significance of coordination. Under this we have 3 points: growth in size, functional differentiation, specialization. Okay, the last topic of this chapter, coordination as an essence of management. So you should know that coordination is not a separate function, rather it is an essence of management. It is present in all the functions and in all the levels of the management. So you have to basically cover 2 main things, that coordination is required at all levels, whether top, middle or lower, and it is also required in every function. Here you have to talk of how coordination is required at planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So I hope the summary of this chapter is clear. Basically what I have shown you is a mind map of this chapter. This covers the entire headings and the subheadings which are there in the chapter. So if you can make these type of mind maps after doing your chapter, you can easily revise your chapter, and in fact it will be very helpful to you when you are solving the case studies or direct or indirect questions. You can try this type of clickable mind map which I have just shown you at our blog. The name of our blog is www.bstclass12.blogspot.com. You can go there and try this any number of time. I hope you will find this useful, and I wish you all a happy learning. Bye.